Hi there, my name is Morgan Risden and I'm the creator of Center Studio, where I teach people skills to feel more comfortable more often. Now, earlier this week I was working with a new student in an online lesson, and at some point this student said to me, I always sort of have tension in my shoulders and my neck. And this comment got me thinking, how many of you all experience, extra tension or stress in a different part of your body, right? Be it your shoulders or your neck, or maybe your hands or your lower back. Well, this stuff is actually your body's way of trying to communicate with you. So when your body continues to bring up sort of the same pain, and maybe it's not chronic, right? Maybe it's not something that's lasting throughout your day, but maybe it always shows up in the morning, or maybe it comes in the middle of your day but then leaves. Or maybe it's something that by the end of the day, you feel like, oh, it's accumulated, and oh yeah, here it is, that ache, that pain that I'm used to. Well, again, my friend, this is your body's way of telling you something's going on. And I'm gonna suggest that with some mindfulness, you could actually probably reduce, or even in some cases, eliminate these sort of areas of extra stress permanently. So how do we do that? If you can become more mindful, right, more consciously aware of how you're using your body or how you're misusing your body, then you can start to make changes and shifts so that you can feel better by the end of your day. And that comes by creating moments in your day-to-day life, moments where you're doing things and interrupting yourself by thinking, oh, am I using myself well, or is there something that's overdoing or that I don't need to be using that's activated right now? For example, maybe you're reaching and putting a spice away and your shoulder's up. Could you let your shoulder go? Maybe you're at the computer and your hands are like this, but you could relax them. Whatever it is, when you stop an activity midstream and think about what's happening in my body, usually all of us can find an area that we could do a little less of, that we could let go of some tension, or that we could just be a little bit more mindful of, oh, you know what, this is not helpful. Why don't I get a stool instead of reaching up to this crazy high place? Or why don't I sit down because I've been standing for a while on my feet? Whatever the case is, when you become more present, more mindful, you can then figure out, what can I do to make myself more comfortable? So these are small changes that you can enact right away. It takes like 30 seconds throughout the day, so just pepper them in different activities. And I'm gonna suggest that when you start doing that, then you're able to better figure out, what is it that I'm doing that's causing my pain to come about. So you usually notice it's a reoccurring thing. My shoulders are always up as I'm cooking, as I'm typing, as I'm reaching in for something or up for something, and my shoulders could be letting go. And if you let go of them a bunch of times throughout the day, by the end of the day, you might be like, oh, they don't feel as tense, as tight. Or maybe one day you don't feel anything at all because you've been really mindful throughout all of your activities in your day. So just something little for you to consider. I know that this week and weeks prior have been very difficult for many of you. I'm doing a small mind-body meditation at 8 p.m. Eastern time for anybody who would like to. It's a guided lesson, and you're free to join, or you can also share it with somebody that you think would benefit. I can provide the details below in the YouTube comments, so be sure to look for that. Otherwise, until next time, take care, friends. Ciao.